Citizen of the Year and immediate past chair of the board, Kirk Rosberg, join us on stage to introduce this year's honoree.
Hello, everybody. You know, if Craig Leach could choose his introduction for today, it would be something like, Craig Leach, Citizen of the Year, pick up your award at the lobby, right? Thankfully, he does not have that kind of pull around here. Of those in this room, I think I've known Craig the longest. So it's the 1960s, it's Torrance. I'm 8, Craig is 10. The Rosberg family lived just down the street from the Leaches. Our moms founded and ran our grade school band. Our dads were Little League coaches on the same team together. His brother was my best friend. And Craig was the CEO of our after-school and summer activities. This included playing baseball on the street, epic bike rides to Marineland, and then playing basketball in his driveway. And while he was intimidating on the court, he was kind of like Shaq in the paint, just swatting balls away. He would always be welcoming and supportive, and we all wanted to be on his team. Fast forward to the 1990s. We both have sons playing Pony League baseball. Craig's the manager of one of the teams. And I remember during the signups, like all these dads are jockeying for position to get their kid on Craig's roster. I'm like, what's the big deal with Craig? And then I found out the magic that he had not only with his players, but really with the whole league, this positive spirit about him just carried throughout that, including the parents. And we all know, if you played any sports teams before, that's a tough nut to crack. A few years later, I randomly see a job application on one of my manager's desks from Daniel Leach, Craig's son. And like, no phone call from Craig about, hey, can you get my son a job? It's his first job, he's really scared. No, not with Craig. Great leadership, once again, to allow his son the experience of landing a job on his own merits. By the way, Daniel, great worker, so it just shows that the apple does not fall far from the tree. So you can see this genesis of his leadership style prior to his current role with Torrance Memorial. After graduating Loyola Marymount University, Craig started working as an accountant. He married his lovely wife, Judy, which was officiated by Monsignor Barry, who are both here today. And he started working at Torrance Memorial in 1984 and diligently worked his way up the ladder from CFO to COO, and then he's been the CEO since 2006. And during his leadership, Torrance Memorial Medical Center has gone from this medium-sized hospital to a large regional medical center. He's appreciative, of course he is, and he credits his staff, especially his senior management team, for this tremendous growth. And with 4,600 employees, Torrance Memorial is the largest employer in Torrance. They were recently, You beat the bakery by 4,500. They were rated in Newsweek magazine just recently in the top 250 hospitals in the world, 39th in the country. Some of the highlights include the affiliation with Cedars-Sinai, the Lundquist Tower, which is really a hospital unto itself, the Hunt Cancer Center, the West Tower, and the list really goes on and on. So I ask once again, what's the big deal with Craig? And in reaching out to others, the answers come quickly, especially to those who work with them. Right, Torrance Memorial Group down there? These are the answers that I get. He's brilliant, trustworthy, gifted communicator, visionary, approachable, a relationship builder, amazing. And did I mention humble? That's my favorite one. The hospital sent me his bio recently, and you know what? It's like 3, maybe 4 sentences. You guys give me nothing to work with, you Torrance Memorial people. That's just crazy humble, Craig. He has this unique ability to see the big picture while he can communicate this to every level at the hospital. In fact, every summer, he personally shares his vision for the coming year to the whole staff at the hospital. Pre-COVID, this was like 27 individual sessions, and sometimes several a day, and by mid-August, and correct me if I'm wrong, he would be hoarse by mid-August. Now there's 6 of them, and they average between 300 to 500 per session. And he also does 2 to 3 separate ones for the management team, which has a little bit more detail to it. And it is absolutely legendary about his gift for knowing everyone's name who works at the hospital, including their spouses. And some people call it a gift, but I firmly believe this is because he puts in the effort to get to know everybody's name and to have that connection with them. You know, whether they're doctors, donors, or janitors, it doesn't matter to Craig. They're all the same. He told me that his favorite job of his long work week is the 90 minutes that he spends on Friday morning between the night shift and the day shift so he can make that connection with his entire staff. So the great John Wooden, speaking of basketball in the driveway, is quoted as saying, "The most powerful leadership tool you have is your personal example." And Craig's personal and professional ethics serve as a role model for me, and our community is blessed and grateful to have Craig in our lives and on our team. So it's an honor to present Mr. Craig Leach with the Torrance with the Torrance Chamber of Commerce 2022 Distinguished Citizen of the Year Award.
Wow. Thank you, Kirk. Kirk could have told a lot more stories during our teen years, which he didn't do. So, Kirk, thank you. And Donna, as you know, I get pink when I'm embarrassed, so dark pink right now. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you. This is a great honor. Mayor Fury, thank you for the leadership you gave this city for so many years. Much, much appreciated. And the partnership that you have always had with Torrance Memorial. You were a great Santa Claus. Thank you for that. Dr. Lurie, not quite as good as you, but he was a good Santa Claus. And I also want to thank Richard Lundquist, who has been just a tremendous supporter of the hospital and of this community. Richard, please thank Melanie as well, please. So, you know, I think about the fact that it was 2 years ago this week that we saw our first COVID patient at Torrance Memorial. And I know that Little Company experienced the same in the other hospitals in this South Bay region. And I just cannot use enough superlatives to describe the physicians, the nurses, the senior management team, the staff at Torrance for what they did during this last 2-year period. I will always be grateful to them. And if you as a community person had come into the hospital and watched what happened and how people did what they did and came together to really serve this community, my opinion, as well as anything could have been done, you would have really been proud of your community hospital. Thank you, Torrance Memorial folks. For everything that you do and have done for so many years. You do it so well. I want to thank somebody I didn't know who was going to be here, Father John Berry, my senior Berry, thank you. And why do I thank him? Because 44 years ago, he married me to my wife, and I thank you for that. Jude, thank you for your support, for doing this journey together. I really appreciate all the support and everything. Thank you. So, Donna, this is a great honor for me. Thank you and the Torrance Chamber Board for everything. This is such a great community. I've been blessed to be raised in this community, go to grade school, high school, Loyola Marymount, close by, and to be able to serve for almost 38 years at a local, really important, in my opinion, asset like Torrance Memorial in this community has been a real blessing to me, and I appreciate this acknowledgement and the accolade. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Congratulations, Craig, on that well-deserved recognition. In closing, I want to thank Mayor Fury for your inspirational address, Craig Leach for your many years of service to this community, our sponsors for supporting today's event, with special thanks to our presenting sponsors, California Water Service Company, Torrance Refining Company, Continental Development, and American Honda. I want to thank Linda Amato, Dorcas Lamb, and the entire team here at Doubletree for welcoming us, Michael Smith and Torrance City Cable for airing the event, the fabulous Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce staff who put today together, and last but not least, all of you for joining us. It's so great to see everybody in person. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you.